What's cracking, what's cracking, what's cracking. It's a people's champ. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see him letting the bald eagle kick in and shit. Yeah, I ain't had no hair on the top right here in so long. You know what I'm saying? I'm using some really good drops and moisturizers on the scalp right now. But anywho, look, this video that I'm doing right now is it's because of, you know, the whole messages I'm getting from people's about, did you see Kelly Muscle video? He taking shots at Kong. Did you see the video Kelly Muscle made? Said that eating food is dangerous and all this shit. Well, listen, all I say is teach his own. Y'all can't go off of nothing Kelly Muscle say, because one minute he eating a shit ton of fast food, the next minute he not. The next minute he's saying protein powder is bad. Next minute he's shotgun pre-workout. Stop listening to YouTubers that change their minds so much. If a person don't always stand on what it is they do, consistent and being transparent about the situation, don't take none of that fucking advice. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to stay the same. Dudes lie about, talk about they don't take gear. You ain't gonna hear Mac Truck lying about that shit. You ain't gonna hear Mac Truck lying and saying he only took DACA and testosterone. Bullshit. It's funny how folks can point fingers at everyone else, but forget why they doing this shit is 3 pointing back at them. That's the thing. Kong, his video, I'm gonna put it in the description so y'all can see it. It's like 4 or 5 minutes long. I get what he's saying. He tired of Cali Muscle taking them shots at him, but in a subliminal way. It's kind of like what Rich Piana did with me. He was taking a lot of shots at me, but subliminally. By that way, dudes could play it safe. Me, I don't respect nobody that's talking subliminals, that talk behind the bush. That ain't gangster. I don't respect nobody that do that type of shit. If you got an issue with a person, get your man. And like he say, if it's that bad, make a phone call. You see what I'm saying? This was somebody that they both were saying he was brothers. You know what I'm saying? Me, I thought it was dope. I seen 2 black men calling each other brothers, one taking one under the wing, trying to show them the way, show them the ropes. I thought that was dope as a motherfucker, right? However, for some odd reason, insecurities kicked in. Because in order for a person to start talking about the next person when they supposed to be on a higher level than them, and they got to go out their way to stoop down, to poke at them, to make fun of them, something is mentally wrong with that individual. You see what I'm saying? Because in this business, it's hard as fuck to find somebody to be solid with. You know what I'm saying? Like me, one thing I ain't ever got to worry about Mike Rashid backstabbing me. You know, on some sucker shit. He gonna approach you regardless. I ain't ever got to worry about Mark Lobliner doing some sucker shit like that. I ain't got to worry about Jay Cutler doing no sucker shit like that. Flex Lewis doing no sucker shit like that. Chris Cormier, fucking Chris Psycho Lewis. You know, and the list goes on with those that's y'all see me tight with. Just because I don't film with people anymore like that don't mean that we not tight. People that I welcome into my circle on the outside of all this shit, they stay there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like all that subliminal shit, get it off your chest the right way. And I can't stand when motherfuckers say they street, they gangsters, they thugs, they this, they that, but then they move like motherfuckers that I send to the store to buy me some hot Cheetos and a fucking 7-Up. Hey, homie, here, go get a nigga some. They move just like that. You see what I'm saying? Because the one thing that I do know is you could never talk down on a person just because of their circumstances that they're in right then in that moment. You know what I'm saying? You could never do no shit like that, because no matter what, you might end up back down there. And when you do, you got to always make sure that you straight down there, because you'll become prey. You know what I'm saying? So how do I feel about the video about food ain't good for you and all that? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Without food, whether you a pescatarian, vegan, a carnivore like myself, you need food. You need food. You see what I'm saying? And he say, weed is bad for you. My mother got multiple sclerosis. You know what I'm saying? MS. Can't move nothing but from the shoulder up. She been battling it, shit, for about 30 years. Lost all her mobility. If it wasn't for marijuana, cannabis, my mama's body would never relax. My mama would be having spasms all the time. You see what I'm saying? And there's so many young toddlers that got to do the edibles. Marijuana, weed, cannabis is very good. Stop listening to that dude. You see what I'm saying? Because he gonna mislead a lot of y'all down the wrong path. At first it was funny. It was. You know, but all that subliminal shit to this dude, and then this dude tomorrow, he was gonna go to the expo to try to have a conversation. Please come. Don't go to no expo with no conversation, no nothing, because take it from me. When you in them places, in the arena, you get yourself blackballed. You might ain't got the endurance and stamina that I have to where that I keep kicking doors down. I just don't give up. You see what I'm saying? You might don't have that in you. You know, you might can't deal with that pressure. So don't do it. It ain't even worth it. You know, if a person gonna talk about you subliminally, say you ain't got abs and all that shit, who gives a fuck? Nobody really cares. You see what I'm saying? Like me, I don't care what nobody think. Look, I walk around like this during the day. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody think, because the one thing I know for sure is I know me. I know I'm solid in the fitness community. I'm solid in my household, and I'm solid in the streets, in that concrete jungle. That's where I'm solid at. In the end of the day, none of the opinions of the peoples that's in any one of those arenas can affect me. Nobody in my house can affect to where I'm like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Nobody in the streets, nobody in the fitness community. You see what I'm saying? Just keep on doing your shit, man, like I told you. Keep doing your shit. You know, if you join a motherfucking clown while they clowning, you become a part of the circus. All I'm saying is, homie, don't fall for that shit. You fuck around, become clickbait, and you'll be serious about your shit. And a nigga could always backpedal out of what it is that that they said. Oh, that wasn't about you. I was just saying in general. One thing, don't ever downplay another man's physical appearance if he ain't come for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that same motherfucker without abs will slide your jaw way over here. I done seen some crazy shit out here. I done seen some of the littlest niggas beat up the biggest niggas. Some of the fattest niggas take another nigga bitch, slide a nigga jaw off his face. And niggas not what they say they really are. That's why people play like that. You can't play like that. You know what I'm saying? But niggas not really what they are. Anyway, whoever this video is saying, I don't give a fuck. Niggas already know where I stand with it. I don't give a fuck who get offended by this video. And those of you that's rocking with me, I'm rocking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Those that's been supporting the brand, the Earn Not Giving tees, the hats, the All Gas No Breaks hoodies. I greatly appreciate each and every last one of you guys. We're going to continue getting it. I'm about to take this shot because apparently I'm probably the only goddamn YouTuber bodybuilder that takes steroids that admit it, since everybody else is lying about what they doing. But you know, hey, it is what it is. We always find out the truth when these niggas have heart attacks at the age that they are because they doing too much. These niggas the same age as me, mid-40s, and having fucking heart attacks. Come on now, homie. But what's in that dark comes to the light. Anyway, it's the People's Champ getting into your gun barrel straight. Raw and uncut, baby. No filter. Bah! Now let me get to this shit. Kick, kick, kick. You feel me? Oh. I'm trying to prop this shit up. I ain't got my tripod, man. I need my trapeze. Propping it up on my paper towels and shit. You know what I'm saying?